Hello. Hold on, is my mic working right? Okay, cool. All right. So, hi. How's everybody doing? It's been a time. It's been a time. And we're going to start off with first off, I want to tell you all I have failed you. Even Nugget looked at me when I said that. I had talked about doing an additional stream in the month of April in a maid dress making chainmail. I had fully intended to do this. The problem with that was a lot of stuff happened with like my job and a whole bunch of stuff. I still have my job, don't worry, everything's fine with that. Just there's been a lot of changes as far as like responsibility. There was some management that stepped down. There's a lot of changeover of shifts. There's been a lot of stress, and doing that has changed a lot. So unfortunately, I was not able to fulfill that obligation. I still intend to do that stream, and I intend to do it this during May. I want to do it during May, because I didn't do it for you, but I'll hit that goal. You do still deserve that stream. So I intend to do that during May. Um. So yeah, it's right. I'm doing all right. Got lists done this afternoon. But I got some stuff done. Yeah, that's good. Yes. Hello, everybody. So I'm gonna first off say apologies for that. We will have a chainmail making maid dress stream in the coming weeks. This means you got to make the maid outfit stream be even larger. I mean, hey, what we'll do is we'll do like some chainmail, or maybe we'll do like a mix over of some other stuff. Oh, hold on, got a Viking on. But yeah, so exciting stuff. Um, Speaking of exciting stuff, some of y'all may know. So you might not. Oh, yep. Stuff is still messed up. The sounds. I've not been able to figure out what the heck happened with that. I've actually have looked at it. I have no clue why it's doing that. Where it's got like the multiple layered sounds. I don't get that. But yeah, so some of y'all might know this. I have a birthday in May. More sounds. And it's the creeper. You're a goober. But yes, I have a birthday in May. I am turning the beautiful level up age of 29. What better way to do that than to share it with y'all? So, on May 8th, we are planning on doing a stream of a very brand new game coming to SBK that once the world download is available, y'all can actually play it yourself. And you're like, okay, what game is that, fool? Well, I'm glad you asked. Some of you may not have or glitter. Thank you, Kiro. But yes, for my birthday, we're gonna be doing a stream this coming Friday. That's May 8th. And yeah, so it actually has to do with Wonderland. Wonderland's got a lot of fun things that have happened. But I'm just gonna go ahead and show y'all while we got a second. There's been a lot of changes. So first off, Wonderland looks truly psychedelic. We've had a lot of work, a lot of really cool stuff has been happening. And Ananthar's put in a lot of effort. And I've put in some effort. Ananthar's really carried this project with all the cool stuff. He's really they've really been helping with making sure that we are, getting this done and helping out with this. I finally finished up a brand new way to get down into Wonderland. This is the new build that is a skill challenge to get into the back looms. Some of y'all are familiar. I'm not going to tell you how that works though. That's for y'all to figure out. Some of y'all already know. We also have our lovely lava racing course. But then we've got a few houses we got to build. I think there's a total of 4 plots currently available, but that's beside the point. There will be a total of 3 maps eventually for what we're doing. It'll be level 1, level 2, and then later on level 3 as we get things filled out with it. But for right now, as of Friday, May 8th, we'll be doing our first ever tag slash hide and seek game. So yeah, we're gonna be playing tag and hide and seek because I'm 29. What a better way to spend being an adult than playing tag and hide and seek. And actually, funny thing about that, because I was thinking, Wonderland isn't just like a standard tag and hide and seek thing. So I'm so thankful to everyone that's here because y'all are going to help me figure out some of the perks and power-ups that the seekers and the hiders can take advantage of. So keep your attention on the stream. We're going to be having all kinds of fun. Please remember to have a fun time, share this with your family and friends, and welcome back to SkyBlock Kingdoms. So, now that's said and done, there's been a lot that's happened. A lot. So hide and seek in Wonderland is going to be a very interesting endeavor because there's going to be a few rules. One, you have to stay on the layer you're on. Eventually, we're going to be making multiple layers. This is going to be layer 1. It's going to be including the drop down pull from here all the way down to the entirety of Wonderland. This includes the lovely fungus forest. Yes, that monster to go through is going to be a pain for some of the seekers to find people, but we've come up with a few. I've come up with a few ideas, and I'd love to get some of your ideas if y'all have anything that you want to share onto like how we're going to do that. And then there's of course there's going to be the lava course, like lava's deadly, but that could mean that someone rides a strider to stay alive. There's all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of nooks and crannies, places to hide, and I mean we've done an okay job lighting up, but there's a lot of darkness and there's a lot of sneaky places, like this lovely area over here that I actually finished up recently. So for anyone that's not familiar with this is the newest way to get down to the next layer of Wonderland. We've shown off the dirt hovel, we've shown off the house. This is now the warped stump. It has some lovely hanging vines, some very good aesthetics of some multiple different types of blocks. You'll notice there's targets around here. Well, this is actually going to be how to get down into the next area. There's a set target hidden amongst here that requires a little bit of skill to properly hit to be able to open up a secret door to be able to get down to the next layer. Y'all can figure that out, or you can see if a Skyhead is brave enough to go and try out that challenge to get down into the back looms at another date. I'm not going to be showing that right now, though. And if you do know, don't spoil it for everyone else. So, what we're doing for right now, because we have a few things we want to try and tackle this stream, but for right now, we are working on power-ups. So I've got some armor right here. We're going to end up dyeing a whole bunch of different pieces of armor, getting a whole bunch of extras. That way, if somebody dies in the process of making tag / hide and seek, or playing it, then you have backups. These are where we're going to have a set number of 6 different power-ups that we're going to be using for the game that y'all are going to help me pick. And then we have the hunters power-ups. We're going to have 6 power-ups, and we're going to have some armor stands up here for their armor to be able to be placed around. And of course we're going to set our spawn down here and sleep off a little bit, because why not? Get a little nap before we get busy. All right, but here's some of the ideas I have going forward, y'all. One is an ender pearl. Very simple, very straightforward. The thing is, we want this to be difficult, but not impossible. But all in all, these things are all going to have a cost to them, which we're going to get into what the cost is later on this stream. But if you can think of anything to be interesting, I'd love to hear y'all's opinions. But ultimately, here's the things we want to do. 1, we cannot punch anyone. What we're doing cannot break blocks either. So if we're going to utilize something, it cannot break blocks. That includes vines, so we don't want to mess up the great fungal forest. So something I've figured out is that ender pearls don't interact with vines. You can just chuck it and go through. That's going to have a whole lot of purposes and a whole lot of uses once we're getting to playing tag and or hide and seek. I don't remember exactly what we're going to call it. We don't have a name for it yet. So if anyone has a name for the game, I'd love to hear your opinions. Riders with fire resistance to hide in the lava. Well, the thing is, they're also going to be wearing armor. But the main way for hunters to tag people is going to be with a crossbow. We're going to be using crossbows specifically and not bows. You're like, okay, fool, why crossbows? And why bows? Well, the way of tagging people is going to be using something that Nether Kingdom has a very easy access to as far as arrows go. We're going to be using spectral arrows. Spectral arrows light up people, which is going to be super handy because if somebody's hiding in here, it's going to make it super easy for us to do stuff. Hold on, let me see if I actually get a demonstrator. Viking, you busy? I'd be able to snag Viking and help him kind of do a demonstration on some of this. Spectral arrows are going to illuminate people for the other hunters. So if there's multiple hunters, they might be very helpful for us. Would you be available in a few to test something with me? Spectral arrows for a seeker? Yes, spectral arrows for seekers. We're not going to be using punches. We're going to try and limit breaking. And we're using specifically crossbows for one very particular reason. Bows have a stronger damage depending on how far you draw them. Also, you can kind of... It takes some time to draw them, but it has some other things it can do. Crossbows, I think, are built specifically for hide and seek. Because crossbows, you can fire them off. See this? Look, you can load it with a spectral. You can fire it off, but then if you are moving while you're loading, you slow down considerably, which is an absolute boon for those that are getting chased. It gives time for the glowing to wear off, and you can also do some fun stuff with bows. You can't, and crossbows that are different to each one. There may be bows that might be gettable because of, fire. We might be able to do like flame on some bows or something like that. But we also are thinking, what if you, especially this is to combat this area here, because let's be honest, this giant area here, to give you an example, this is how big this is. This is the fungus forest. It, in just straight up mass, it easily is one of the biggest, if not the biggest single challenge in all of Wonderland to navigate. Oh. Uh-huh. Really, buddy? Buddy. Bud.
I'm so sorry.
Buddy. Bud.
I may or may
Buddy.
not have caused your death.
You, really? I hadn't a clue, my bud.
May or may not have.
My good man.
Dude, I need to explain to you how cool that was, though.
I heard an explosion while I was free camming. I don't know what just happened, but all I heard was kaboom and then
I had free, like, so I maintained my momentum from like high altitude over spawn and flew all the way here without a rocket, curved in around through the tiny opening, flew through the stairs and shot you with the bow drawn the whole time, and the momentum killed you because with momentum it increases the damage, and you exploded. But it was really cool because I managed to do all of that without hitting a wall. Anyway, how can I help?
Okay, I want you to stand right here, and I want you to walk straight into that forest.
I'm walking through a scary forest. I'm walking through a scary forest.
All right, y'all, so that's what that does. All right, come on back. Come on back. Okay. Thank you. That was the example I needed.
Okay, cool. You got your revenge of shooting me after I shot you.
Would you like to know what this is for?
This is for your game.
It's for my game.
I'm assuming.
Tag / hide and seek.
I won't be here.
No!
It's happening. I won't be here.
Bad face.
I'm flying that day.
You're flying that day?
Actually, when it happens, I'll actually already be where I'm supposed to be. But
oh no. It's okay. We'll be able to play more games in the future.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sunday.
the funny thing about this, if you have any ideas, by the way, you're welcome to spitball them real quick if you while you're here. There's gonna be power ups for the seekers and for the hiders.
Okay.
So if you
What
have
do
a
I do with
power up
this?
idea, say what?
Speed.
Speed is one of the ones I'm working on. I've got.
Resistance.
I,
Turtle Master. Opposite of.
I'm not
Opposite of
doing
that.
Turtle Master. Nope, because that is a pain.
Okay. Jump boost.
Huh?
Jump boost. Jump boost.
Ooh, jump boost. Okay. Now, just so you know, these are going to be purchasable by like a certain metric that is going to be based off of a currency that you have with the game. So
Okay.
it'll make more sense later on. One day we will play this and you will get to have all the craziness. But jump boost is a good idea. I'll put that on the list. Thank you. I'm gonna have chat vote on this stuff. So
Sounds good.
thank you for your
Have
help.
fun. I'll see you later.
Laters.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Turtle Master is just mean. Well, so basically, how this game is going to go, and this is why it's not just hide and seek, but also tag. Basically, since they're going to be wearing leather armor, all the hiders are, they are going to go until death. They don't get to bring any items in, not even food. We have a set food that we're going to be making everyone consume. It's going to be cookies. We're going to be going by cookies for the food type. And how this is going to work is they have I'm still kind of figuring out the rules a little bit. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do just like you get 1 life per, or if you can have like so many deaths. I think it's going to be like you get 1 life per run per game, and that's where the tag part comes in, right? So you tag somebody, they get out, all that good stuff. And we'll just have to see how things go. I mean, it's going to be a little bit of trial and error. But I honestly think this is going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be like a fun work in progress type of thing. So, sorry, I've got ice cream. I know I'm horrible talking about ice cream right now. Let's go get a book. And we're going to start writing down what it is. Also, saw something. What was it? Hide and hunting? All right. So, for those of you that said night vision potion, I actually do have night vision potions that I was thinking of using as one. So that is one of the ideas. Hold on, let me see. What was one of the other things I was getting? What? Okay, well here. How about this? Nugget has some stuff that just arrived. I gotta go grab from being delivered. In the meantime, we're gonna listen to a little bit of pull music. Let's go and get a vote on what we think would be the best potion to make the most expensive. We're gonna have the vote being night vision, speed, and fire resistance. Which one should be the most expensive out of those? Okay. We're gonna go and get that poll going as soon as that poll comes up in the air. I got a poll going. Hey, here we go. Okie dokie. Okie dokies. So, looks like there's been a good number of opinions on this. What should be the most expensive? Fire resistance. Okay, so I do agree that different levels would have different power up prices. We can certainly take that into account. Fire resistance for level 1 might be a good call. Especially since you go into the fire, you can go underneath, make it hard for you to be seen. There's a few different options available for that. I want to point out, all potions are only going to be at the first level at non-extended duration. They're going to be very short-lived. Specifically because they're an advantage, they're not a god mode ability. What was I doing again? I was looking for... looking for a book. Maybe I have stuff in my room. Alright, yep, there's a book. There's a feather. I just need ink, which I think we have ink up top. Ink? We don't have any ink. You need help opening a banana nugget? I care how I open the banana. What you meant to say was, I care greatly how you open the banana. Sure. You seemed like you had physical pain with how I opened that banana. You know, that's fair. Do I not have any red... No, wait, no. Wait, what? Hold on. True love is someone opening your bananas. The chat gets it. Seriously not have any? Okay, I think I have some down below. No, I didn't tell them how I opened the banana. What's wrong with how I open your... Okay, so you know on a banana, there's two ends. I ripped it in half. No, I didn't rip it in half. No, so there's the high side that's got like what would most people call, quote unquote, the handle. I didn't open it from that side. I grabbed onto the other side and I peeled it. So like if this is the banana, right? It's got the side that's got the little stem. I opened it from this side. Non-stock end, there's less stringies. Exactly. Okay, I think that's just the bananas issue, and I think your issue. Cool to rip a banana in half. No, that's a nugget thing actually. Nugget will take a banana and just snap it, like just rip it straight in half. I'm not kidding. That's how they open bananas. They're just very tired right now and don't have the energy to rip a banana in half like it's Batman and Bane. Yeah, that's how Nugget opens bananas, y'all. Blend is the right way, I refuse to open it the other way. See, they get it. Also, when you do it that way, it just peels so easily. So easily. It does not peel easily when you break it in half. That's called you. That's a hot take there, Nugget. That's a hot take. And I don't mean hot yoga. I mean like nuclear radiation hot. Playing friends while watching stream. Fool gets turned into a robot. Double arigato? What
you
the?
don't burn the banana if you break it in half.
Huh? Why was there? Someone put an ender pearl here? Why is that just going up? Hold on. I need to get it now. Oh, did it drown? All right, confirmed. Endermites have to breathe. You bruise the end of the banana if you peel it from the non-stalk end. See, people get it. People get me. Nugget, you're just the silly goober. You need help opening your strawberry milk? Okay. All right. So.
Maybe.
Righty. All right. So we got night vision potions, ender pearls. All right. So, fool's tag. We're gonna call it for right now. Is everything hurting? Like trying to hurt you today, Nugget? So like, Nugget seems to be having a moment where the world is against them. Ooh, hunting season. Kind of interesting. We have any other names on what we can call it?
There.
There was Fool's Tag. Hunting season. I saw hide and hunt, I think, earlier. Not hend. Wonder Tag? Oh, Wonder Tag could be kind of fun. With a question mark. Okay. I saw something that said maybe call the birthday event specifically hunting party. Hunting party, okay. Whimsy tag. Whimsy tag. Hunting party is very ominous. Ooh, kind of. Okay, I can see that. You hunting? Are you hunted? F around and find out. Yeah, a little bit. Thank you, Nugget. What a goober. All right, so let's see. Fool's tag. No, I wanted people to be able to play the game and not have my name stuck in it. Hunting season reminds me of a movie, so we're gonna take out hunting season because I wasn't a big fan of. Wonder tag. Maybe, but like it's mainly gonna be hide and seek with tag elements. So, kind of wanting to keep tag out of the name. So hide and hunt is pretty good. Hunting party. Wait, what'd you say? Ghouls finding fast. Finding fest. Ah, Wonderland and Seek. Oh, that I don't know, Ducky. That one might be pushing it a little bit. I mean, it is in Wonderland, but like, it's also in the backlooms. It's also gonna be on level 3, so it's not just in the top part known as. I mean, technically, it's all. Well, I guess it's technically all known as Wonderland. What to call it? We're gonna hold off, I guess, a little bit, but I am liking primarily hide and hunt. Welcome to hide and hunt. Hunters and hunted. Anyways, in this game, the particular thing that we're going to be focusing on is these items are all for a price. I got to fill out what exactly we have here, and I have a list of ideas, but we're ultimately going to make it so that you all get to have a say and kind of help vote on these. Okay. Excuse me. Fool's hide and hunt. Ooh, Fool's hide and hunt. I mean, yeah, I can see that. That has a bit of a ring to it. I could go with the alliteration and go with triple F again. Yeah, I did want to keep my name out of it just in case. Because it's not just a me thing, it's a whole Wonderland thing. Party is a me. Anyways, we'll figure it out. So one thing we gotta do is we gotta procure the currency. And the currency that I was talking about doing is actually the food source as well. Here's the idea, right? We go get a bunch of cookies. And cookies have a very low saturation point. Hunter's Folly. We've used the term folly before in SBK, though. Oh, and my frames are lagging. Hold on, we're going to disconnect real quick. I have this issue when I've been on the server for a long time. I don't know what it is, but my frames crash. Oh, your poke bars. Oh, yeah, no. I didn't. I was going to make more, but I didn't have enough to buy the trademark ones, so I just made my own. Okay, so I think somebody sold cookies. Did somebody sell cookies? Was anyone here selling cookies? I can't recall. Interesting. Holy logs. You're not a level 2 anymore. There was a way down. Yes, I was wrong. Dangerous dive down to the depths of Wonderland. That's definitely a mouthful. The second most dangerous game. True. The first most dangerous game is Boombox. Hunter's Folly. Call it the B-Day event. Hunting party slaps. B-Day event hunting party. You know, we could have separate names. We have the name of the game and then the name of the event. That is true. David, do you know if there? Oh, we're all caps. Hold on. Do you know the Muffin Man? Oh, if any there sells cookies. I don't think so. Oh, I think I know where David is. Is that a David? Hello.
I'm racing.
Nice. Did you see Vikings set a new record?
He set a new one? No.
It's at 438.
He just keeps getting faster. I'm gonna get him. I'm probably not,
I
but
dropped that.
I'm gonna get him. I hope you're doing well, Flo. I hope you're doing well.
I'm
But
doing
no, I don't
okay.
know anywhere that sells cookies. So
I'm setting up for
Um,
an event coming on Friday.
I know
But
you can. I
but
think you
I'm
can
looking for
get.
cookies.
You can get cocoa beans somewhere. I think so.
Can we? Do you know where?
Somewhere in the shopping district, maybe like I don't know. I think they're for sale.
Okay. I'll go check the chunk. Maybe it's in the chunk.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck.
All right. Best of luck on your runs.
Bye.
He's gonna do it one of these days. He's gonna do it. Oh wait. Do farmers sell cookies? 'Cause that'd be the easiest, definitely. I don't have to worry about the wheat or the cocoa. Let's check our farmers before we do anything else. Got a bunch of farmers. Oh, there goes the Duvid. All right, and farmers. Oh yeah, they do. 18 for 1 emerald right now is what the deal we got. That's actually not bad. We can get a whole bunch. I need to go get my emeralds. Righty. Toss out the warped. I believe it was this one. Yep, there it is. Put that back. Alrighty. Okay. So here's the idea, right? We buy cookies. And cookies are the primary form of currency in this game mode. Like, fool. What the fudge? Buy cookies. Well, you see, cookies don't give a whole lot of saturation, as you will soon see. Gives one full bar. One full bar. Which has got a lot of pluses, but also a lot of negatives. Now, they're also going to be our currency. You're like, okay, well, you're losing me here. They're so easy to get. Why are you going to get only cookies? Well, the way I see it, wrong items. Each run consists of you getting 1 stack of 64 cookies. For each stack of 64 cookies, you can spend so much to get certain items, right? For whatever we're picking. But you only get 64 cookies for one run. That includes anything you buy. So say you do 16 emeralds for an ender pearl. 16 for a night vision potion. And you also do 16 for another ender pearl, because why not? Well, that's your loadout. This is everything you have for an entire game. So you can either last longer with the food, maybe heal up some things like that. Ooh, that's a good name. I'm gonna say that in a second. Or you can get an advantage by getting more ender pearls, night vision, fire resistance, speed, or whatever else we use to figure out what we're gonna put in these barrels. And that's gonna determine your outcome and how challenging it is for the victors. Not only that, but the hunters also can get upgrades depending on kills. Right? So for this, I'm going to have it where for the hunters, there's going to be upgrades, and they're going to cost player heads. Because a player head drops no matter what, like if they get killed by another player. So if one player kills another player, well, then you get a player head, and you can go upgrade for the other stuff. Plus, I get a collection of player heads, which I think is great. The hunters, of course, get limitless ammo. And the goal is to just be the last one to, survive. So we'll after how many ever players, there will be, of course, a list, and then whoever gets first, second, third will go from there. People's heads is fun. Yes. That also means if you get somebody, you have to go find it. So say I snipe somebody in the forest, I have to go find them. If somebody's chilling out in here, the lake of fire, I need to go and chase them and try and get close enough where I can get their head before it falls in the lava, if they're on a strider. If they're hiding there in fire protection, well, their goal is not to die anyways. But, yeah, y'all see where I'm going with this. Now, I do want to say, Nugget had a brilliant idea on a name. It doesn't follow my normal form of alliteration, but it is very fun. Nether's Game of Pursuit or Perish. I think that's a pretty interesting one. Throw that one on there for now. Or Perish right now. There we go. We will write down all of the rules once we get like our prices set up. That way, there's a whole lot of less editing. For if someone's head burns in the lava. Well, that's the thing. If someone's head burns in lava, it burns. Then you don't get the upgrade from that. That's where the striders come into play. You need to be able to go out there and be able to, I mean, if you need to, chase them down and snipe them after that. That's also where crossbows come into play. Crossbows can be reloaded very easily, and you can run around with that, making it so they can do quick snap firing, quick last-second decisions. They can figure out what they need to do without having to wait and sit there, and then it's not sniping, it's actual hunting. Hide your head. I don't know how somebody would do that. I mean, so when someone dies, their head drops. Oh, Minecraft has run out of memory caused by a bug in the game. Java versus Alkane Theory. In the current game has quit. Raven of Fairies let you go back menu and back into playing. Worked. What? Did this happen to Duvid? Or just me? Or it would just be a you thing. That's the part that's weird, though. I don't have that happen, like, ever. Well, I don't know why that would happen, but here, we'll switch over to Cozy Corner for a second. And, I guess I'll reset this. I mean, I have been playing on the server a bunch today, so it's likely that it has something to do with that, if I had to take a guess. Here, we'll do a little bit of that. And, oh, I'm blue currently. Why am I blue? Hold on, we gotta fix that. There we go. Yada, yada, yada. There you go, reactive. There we go. There it goes. Oh, apparently it must have been when Leon joined. All right. There it goes. Wonderland's just too powerful. But yeah. So when you get somebody SBK, due to the more heads mods, all like their head will drop every single time you get them. Granted, it's a little bit different with some players because like other game modes might not allow that. But here we are. Chilling. Wait, what? Story. Oh, he's talking to Duvid. Okay. All right. There we go. And we're going to go back to this. You're still in the bottom corner for MC? Yeah. I know. I was getting it fixed up, making sure we weren't going to crash again really quick. But yeah, like I said, we are going to be doing this. We're going to be figuring out these items. So right now, our big thing is going to be, I guess we got to get some signs made. That's the best way to do that. I don't know what Leon's saying. Leon's speaking in tongues. Talking to do with no mic. Ah. I see. They're being silly goobers together. That checks out. So we're gonna go ahead and make some signs. That'll be good. So we're gonna do Ender Pearls. Night Vision. All right, so the two confirmed we have right now for this the hunted. Hold on, I gotta pull up my list. We have Night Vision. We have Ender Pearls. All right, and another one we were talking about was fire resistance. Do we still? Okay, so here's the next thing. I'm gonna do a poll here. Okay, we're gonna do a poll. This is gonna be a lot of polls today, so be ready, y'all. The next thing that we're gonna add in are gonna be of these four options: speed potions, fire resistance, wind charges, and what else? What else? Wind charges, fire resistance, speed potions. Is it possible to make blindness? Is it possible to make blindness? Anyone know? Would these be for hunters or prey? For prey. When you take off your glasses, that's great help, love. I don't know how I would put that in Minecraft. Ooh. Maybe a shield? No. Shield would be overpowered. Shield would be overpowered. Unless... Hold on. Okay, I have an idea. I need Duvid for this. Or somebody. I need a tester, but Duvid's the only one online. So Duvid! Duvid. I need you. I need your help. I promise I'm only gonna shoot arrows at you so many times. How much effort would it be to make almost broken shields over and over? Not a whole lot of effort. I could just stand in front of, like, some pillagers or a bunch of skeletons in a trial chamber. It wouldn't be that tough. Minus is suspicious stew only. See, I don't want to give them a food source is the thing. I'll wait for David here. I got faith. David's gonna do great. All right, so let's see. Jeez, that looks cool. So massive. Maybe black. Nope. Nope. I've already said I refuse to do Turtle Master. I refuse. It's so exhaustingly difficult to get. It takes so much time. Like, I've got time, but I ain't got that kind of time. Splash slowness, then. That would be interesting, but I think that'd be better for, like, the hunters, right?
Call it. Oh, why do I have...
Hello! Yeah, but
What?
the hunters have got bows.
Fool?
Hi!
Hi!
Can you help me test something?
What?
I need you to hold a shield while I shoot things at you.
It sounds great. Shoot away. So what is this for?
Trying to see if I can hear it. It is hitting you, right?
Yeah, it's hitting the shields, yeah.
Okay. Is it making a sound? Okay,
Yeah.
it only makes a sound when you're close enough. Okay, that's all I needed. Thanks, buddy.
Awesome, thanks. All right.
Final
one.
Would you like a cookie?
Sure.
Here,
Can't
have a cookie.
eat it right now, but thank you. I'll take it with me on my ride.
Power cookie. Okay, so sound for that doesn't work. Here, the hunters have range. Yeah. Being paused weird. That's not good. Badly, because I'm gonna doodle and hope it fixes itself. I had one other idea. So, how much hunger can you get out of a cake? That's what I want to figure out. We're gonna go buy a cake real quick. Because cakes, I feel like would be helpful as like a power-up option. You know, you can be like, okay, cool. I need to go, evade this person. I need to try and survive. Blah 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 blah. But health, getting health about like back, that takes a good bit. And you have only so many cookies, and you've already bought 2 power-ups. So you only have, depending on the power-ups, you only have 32 or 16 cookies left, and that's not going to last you very long, especially if you're getting shot at. So imagine you have a cake help you heal. Like, you can eat it fast. It doesn't do a whole lot for saturation, but it definitely helps with, like, food, right? That's the idea I'm thinking of here. Okay. So we got our food down now. Come on, food, go down. Oh, Nugget, that's cute. I think it looks great, love. All right, so we're 2 bars down. How many bites can you get out of a cake? That's like my big question, you know? Like, how many bites? Hey, Lunar, welcome in. 10 streams. Heck yeah, let's go. Oh. Now to fix this. Oh, well. That's fine. It is both food and a block. By placing and using it with each use consuming one of its 7 slices. Yes, I agree. As cakes is if it would be a tracker of someone close, you need to stop moving to eat it. True. You got to stop to place. Okay, so say get a cake, right? And you're being hunted. You're already low on HP. Get 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So let me get this down a little bit more. Dive bombing until we lose some HP. Or hunger. Yep, there we go. Okay, hold on. The beats are making it so I can't take full damage. There we go. Alright. Alright, so 5, 6, 7. Alright. So yeah, it restores 7, which is a good amount. Of 7 hunger, good whole cake, a bit under 3 sinks of saturation. Think about it this way. Each cake can be eaten way faster than 7 cookies. So a cake is equal to 7 cookies in saturation, but you have the speed element. But you can scarf down a whole cake way faster than you eat 7 cookies, which honestly, for Minecraft, for anybody, I think that's impressive. So it's a burst of saturation, which is great for sprinting and running, health, or something else. My historical use cake for cake has been eating without needing the eating animation on servers that lag badly. Oh, that is true. Also, you don't have to deal with like quite as much. Like you can still move around pretty easily while eating a cake. Like it's in a set area, but when you're moving with a cookie, like let's be honest, you are severely lacking in speed as well. Okay, so cake. Okay, so you know, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and add in the cake. All right. I don't even remember what the poll is we were initially gonna think of doing. Heck if I know. Question is how much do we want to make these cost? So Ender Pearls. I don't want to go over 32, right? I don't want to go over 32 cookies. Like, but why, fool? Well, I think it'd be funny if someone just has just like their option, you know? Would it be helpful for the hunters? No. But it's something. So the question is, yeah, intervals are also damage done, which is fun. So the question is, how much are we thinking of spending here? Okay. Hold on. Which one of these do we think should be the most expensive? Okay, let me go get the 4th option. Because I have an idea for the 4th option, right? I already have an idea. Do. More in cookies than the hunger they restore. Oh. I agree for the cakes. I agree with that. Cakes, I'm thinking, is going to cost, like, 8. 8 cookies. So, all right. Wind charges. Wind charges is my next thing. Those. These. And all extended, but you know what? No, it's speed 2. I think will be good for this because the whole purpose is to get out of dodge. You like otherwise, everyone would just pick Ender Pearls the entire time. If it wasn't speed 2, why would you pick it? You know, 8 cookies for a cake. I think that's a good metric. But here's what we're gonna vote on. Okay, which one of these should cost the most? Okay, and so we're gonna do one of these. We're gonna do one of these and one of these. I'll point out these are 3-minute night visions. Then wind charges, and what was the other thing? Right, Ender Pearl. So we have speed 2, right? We have wind charges, which I don't know how many wind charges, so maybe we should figure that out. I feel like it needs to be a pretty small amount. Because wind charges come at like the purpose I'm having them is like be able to get places like pretty easily, get up in the air, move around, maybe juke some stuff. Actually, wait, does this destroy? Before we even do that, we need to see, does this destroy anything? Does this cause problems? No. Does this cause any problems over here? This is the big one, right? No. No. No, I don't see any issues. All right. Nice. Okay. I think we may have our option. Props. Yeah, we should be good. Okay. Because this can also affect hunters. So, let's see. Let's do 8. We'll do 8. So we have a speed 2, night vision for 3 minutes, 8 wind charges, or an Ender Pearl. Which one should cost the most? That's what we're going to do. We're going to figure out the cost of these. Because ultimately, the cost is going to be one of the biggest things that we're going to have to deal with on this, right? Knowing on exactly like how much are we going to be charging? Do we have any ideas? All right. So we got the poll up. We got speed 2, night vision, 8 wind charges, or an Ender Pearl. Which one's going to cost the most? There's a lot of things we could use it for. Alrighty. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through some of the comments we've got kind of got on here as far as what y'all's opinions are on this. I'm seeing that y'all are saying the prices should vary based off of the length of the game. Okay, that's an understandable thing. We can definitely talk about that. Let's see. Wind charges are due to their versatility. Wind charges can be especially powerful near the edge of the vines without the slowness of climbing. True. It's useful. You have to slow down to use it. It's helpful in some circumstances. Not all at this time, especially with player name tags in play. The pearls have the built-in damage drawback. Wind charges are usable instantly and can get you a boost or throw off a hunter by moving them, especially in knocking them into lava. Charging 2 cookies per wind charge gives a pack of 8 or an 8-pack for 16. Ooh, true. We could do something like that. I believe I did see that. I think it was was it wind charges that won that poll? Was that it? I'm gonna make sure I'm getting my counts right. Is it wind charges that won out on that? Yeah, by a landslide. Or since within 2 per charge, but I like the pack idea. True. We could do like so many. So they're expensive as a whole, but they're cheaper individually. Well, no. They look cheaper. So maybe it's like 4 for 4? No. Maybe it's if we do 2 per, then it'd be 8 for 4. In which hat? For the family. Hey, anime's great. Anime's great. You do you, stars. No hate here. 2 per win shirts get options like a 4-pack of 8 or 8-pack. Maybe. Thing is, like, I would prefer, well, because then they could also still get some as a limited use. Having some low-priced items is definitely a good thing to do. Offer with you after full stream. Oh, how sweet. How street blah, blah. Words. Martini being sweet. Okay, so basically this is a marketing thing now. Now we're talking about marketing. All right. So, if you're shopping, it's a lot easier to buy a lot of small cost things which add up to a lot overall than it is to buy a lot of bulk large cost things. Because then you see the large prices, you're like, I'm not so sure. This is a very common thing that happens from what I've heard happens in like Japanese convenience stores. I've heard so many things about like oh yeah, in Japan, be careful how much you're spending because it's so easy to buy things at convenience stores because it's just so cheap. Well, you start buying and buying, and then all of a sudden you've spent a ton of money. The idea I'm getting at here is there's going to be reasonably priced things, and then there's going to be small price for small amount, which means, okay, you're getting a bunch of something, but you may not even use them all. So, like, you get 4, you don't even see the hunter, you don't actually know what you're using, and then you lose them. You know? So the idea is to get people to spend more of their cookies so they don't have as much, food to be able to keep going. So we all did kind of agree that wind charges were going to be the most expensive. Question is it expensive for a large bulk purchase or expensive in the sense of they're more likely to spend more on them because it's a small cost purchase compared to the other things. So it'd be like 10 for 4. which, I mean, that doesn't seem like a great amount, but if you look at it, out of 60, you still have 54 cookies. That's just 10, right? It's just 10. That's not a lot. And it's win charges. Like, come on, it's win charges. Everyone's going to say that, and they're going to go like, oh, that's a great price. That's a great price. Why would I even get anything else? That's a great price. Because they're just seeing that it's win charges. They're not seeing their overall cost. It's only going to work at the beginning, I feel like, because the smart ones are going to get it pretty quick. But it is going to work. That's what I'm feeling here. And that's the important part. They're not going to realize how bad of a situation they got themselves till they're already, you know, if they don't have any cookies left. Right? So do we do... Wait, how much should I say? 4 for 10? I think 4 for 10 is a good count. Yeah, probably 4 for 10 is a good cost on that. They're going to be kind of pricey anyways, you know? This is where I'm going to have all my storage, my stiffs. That, we're going to get some more cake. We need our extra cookies there. All right. I need sign. And charges 4 for 10. And we got to get... Where's the... Did we have any squid ink? Yes, we did. Okay. Immediately throw that on there. Hate the sound, but you know what? I don't care. Cake. What was it? 1 for 10. We're gonna do 10 for right now. We'll probably change that price back down, like 8 or something. Just about the birthday stream, is it going to be at a normal stream time or earlier? It's gonna be earlier. I believe we're projecting closer to 5 p.m. stars as yeah, it's gonna be EST time. Mainly because I want to make sure that more people are going to be on, and unfortunately my stream times usually are later in the evening, so as you can see, there's not really going to be as many people that are able to regularly, you know, be here. So yeah, it's gonna be part of it. You know, we could have regular arrows and spectral arrows. Spectral arrows have the perks of being able to find people. We could have that be as like a hunter's perk. Bats are annoying. Do spectral arrows as a perk for the hunters, maybe. Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. Spectral arrows a perk instead of just that is how they hunt. Class 1 fool, how could you do this to me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But that's what Tao was trying to figure out, because I wanted to make sure that both me and Ananthor could be here for this. This isn't just a Fool game, this is a Wonderland game. So, trying to make sure it was a time. I mean, hey, I have work earlier that day, so it's what it is, you know? 5 p.m. your time? Yes, 5 p.m. my time. I will set up a schedule thing in Discord. Probably tomorrow. I'll fill that out. Yep. I think tomorrow I'll be able to get that all filled out and have that going. So the question is, How many arrows do we want to give the hunters? Probably, 6. 12 is a good number. 12 is a very strong number. Work with here. I feel like that'd be a good play. Give the hunters so much that they can work with. Or at now we have those. These ones we can do for. I think we should do the signs on those ones as red. That way the hunters don't get confused. Yes, and the survivors don't get confused. Try to figure out a more consistent name. I'm guessing accommodating your island partner makes sense. Yeah. So it goes. I'll be for the time. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Wait to be able to enjoy that with all y'all. Where's my? Oh yeah, it's right here. I'm just blind. Derp-de-der. All right, so we're gonna grab some more of these. Not what I wanted. And boop. 6 signs. That should be good for upstairs. Four, 5, 6. Also, I was thinking, let's give the hunters gold armor. Like, fool, why would you give the hunters gold armor? Fudge. Why would you do that? Well, I have a reason for that. Gold armor will allow us to be able to have the hunters survive longer in case they accidentally get in lava or something. Take a little bit less damage, and their durability will definitely be low. But ultimately, it's also to help make sure that they are able to stand out amongst everything. Because the hunted's armor is going to be leather. Well, it can be dyed. We're gonna make it so they're all dyed. Probably like a dark color or something like that. I'm gonna have a few different types done. Have a lot of different things that's able to be done with them. And that way, there's not going to be as many issues as far as like telling whether or not someone's a hunter or not. If you start now binding another hat, what? That I'm not sure what that is, but you do you. I'm not familiar with that term personally, so I do apologize. But yes. So the idea behind what I'm doing right now is I want to try and make it so have as much plausible like differences, and I'm gonna let them all dye their own armor. I'm gonna let all the people that are hiding, they all get to dye their own armor, 100%. They can make it whatever color they want. They want to try and dye it yellow to try and fit in with the hunters. They are welcome to try that. I can't guarantee it. Wouldn't recommend it, but they can certainly try. That's kind of the idea I'm going with here. And I was like, you know what? I had an idea for like the sign that everything was starting, and I was like, what better way than to make it so that the starting sound was a horn? And I was like, you know what would be the perfect horn for this? There's only one horn that I think truly does justice. Right? You're all waiting. You're out here, and all you hear is just this.
Here comes Mushroom Daddy, he'll shroom your face off.
And that's the sound to start. I think that being the sound to start would be absolutely amazing. What nugget? It's the "Here Comes Mushroom Daddy" to shroom your face off that Avid recorded. Yep, and we're gonna have a little thing over here. It's gonna be that's the starting horn. That way y'all can all enjoy the chaos that is that. What? Yes, yes, Gilded. That was something that Avid recorded a long time ago, towards the beginning of the season. And I was able to get the clip, and we played it several times, and we were able to get it on a horn. Yep. It is just as horrible of a sound as you can imagine. It's called Mushroom Dad. Yep, you can thank Avid for that horrible creation. You choked. Oh, lightning, but I'm sorry. It's called Mushroom Daddy. Yep, that's what that Avid called me for a while. Avid called me that. Mushroom Daddy, what about you? Not the worst Avid horn, I think. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, you're right. This was an Avid crime from early on in the season. Yes. There's other. I've got other horns too, of things that Avid has said, or that others. What's that, Nugget? Oh, the squee. True. We could have a few different ones. One that Nugget was recommending is called the Avid Squee. I believe I still have. It's in my. It's in the Joy box. No. This one?
Oh, my name's Fool, and I'm just a sexy dog.
Yep, that's not it. That was the sexy dog one. Where's the squee one? Did I give that one away? I think I gave that one to somebody. I might have given that one to Avid. We also have this one.
Your men will perish and your cities will crumble. Yippee!
Yeah, there's the one with Ruby. And then this one was supposed to be but
From the kingdom that brought you
Oh,
Club
it
Central
worked.
Bank and is a pioneer on cutting-edge business. We bring you,
Huh?
the craze that is sweeping the islands.
This is great.
Wow!
It's
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah, mate, it was great.
I love this.
Yippee!
It's the completely original game where you battle for supremacy. Because what's a game without, oh well, This ad is paid for by Leon. He doesn't know it yet, but it is.
I'm going to be honest. When I first downloaded that and tried to put that on a horn, it told me it wasn't able to do it. That shouldn't have worked. That was supposed to not work. Huh? Okay, well, hey, if it works, I can always get another horn with the Avid Squee, because I think I have that as a sound file. Hold on. Let me go to this. Sound files. There it is. Yep, there it is. There's the Avid Squee, which I can make another one of. I didn't know worked. I'm sorry. That's the one I apologize for. Out of all the ones I've showed y'all today, that's the one I apologize for. Oh, boy, oh. Ooh. All right, so, yeah. I don't know. I'm currently just kind of like shocked by my own ingenious here, because I didn't realize that one worked. You know? I did voice work for that voice work. Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, we had a bunch of people do stuff. It was nice. I wish I could have done more like ads, but it just didn't really catch on very much this season. I'm hoping next season either someone else will try to, or maybe I will do more stuff for just like my businesses or whatever I'm doing. Who knows? Maybe we'll have some fun with some different voice work stuff. That we could get people in on. Who knows? But anyways, we got to get back to this because we are working on this for the coming Friday. Also, we got to think about the fact that the Furby, we have most of the materials. The thing is now we got to just figure out exactly what we're doing with that. For anyone that's not familiar, we are making a long Furby on the server for Dr. Trog. The only thing now is to make sure that we we get the placement right, which I'm probably going to work on in the next coming days. To make sure like everything's good and Dr. Trog has got the placement, because Trog's been busy with some other really cool stuff, so I really had the ability to get their live opinion on it, but I might be able to get some stuff working on that soon. Proud of the Doke advert. MC stands for Mad Criminal. Yeah, that checks out. So we've got 4 of the power-ups here. We got to work on some of these guys. So okay, so some of the stuff I had for these was, of course, we have gold armor, which is just a very obvious boon. The other stuff I had a list of some things I thought of. Was let's see. So I had an idea of a truly evil thing, right? Okay, so first off, it was these ones, this one's okay, so it was this one's. I'm just gonna take these real quick and just put these. Here we go. I'll be honest. I want them more in people's face if they're going to be using them. That. Then we had 8 here. There we go. And okay, so SPECTRAL spectral arrows. 12 for 1 head. All right, so that's going to be a good starting price for that. I'm getting the heads of players for their currency. That sets that up for boon hunting. They're easy enough to restock. So I did have one other idea for like a hunted power up, but it's expensive. Right. So, but anyways, so we'll get into that other thing. Maybe I'll have that be a surprise for the stream, because I don't want to. I don't want to give away everything. So we got 3 out of 4. I've got a couple other ideas. We'll continue on from there. So for the hunters, one of the ones for the hunters, I was like, you know what, this would be really interesting. Potions of slow falling, right? Right. And you're like, fool, why would you choose potions of slow falling to be what the hunters have? Specifically, splash potions of slow falling, if they're possible. Because if they are, then it's going to be real annoying if you're trying to get away from a hunter, right? And all of a sudden they throw that, and when you jump, you just can't get anywhere quickly. Can't jump boost. You can't get away easy. It's just all around annoying. Reduce the effectiveness of sprint jumping severely. Yep. And it makes it so annoying to try and escape somebody if they are chasing after you at regular speed and you've got slow falling. Wait, wrong thing. Wrong thing. Not that. I'm trying to get this. Because redstone increases duration. We're trying to... Oh, we can't do that. Oh, no. We can't make them splash? Why not? Why are these not splash? Guess we could do lingering. We do have some turtle scoot, so we could do actually turtle master on a limited quantity. Wait, hold on. Can we not do lingering slow falling either? Says yes, you can hubby also can't get away as quickly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's risk and reward. Well, we got a bunch of slow falling now that we can't use. Great. We really don't have a whole lot we can do with these, I'll be honest. They're kind of like not usable potions for this. The really sad thing about this. Thank you, Kenai. It's like a bug rather than an intended thing. Potions? No? No, I don't think so. A lot of the new ones can't be used as splash potions, which is the really frustrating part. I mean, if anything, we could always... I don't know. Frustrating. Either way, we got some scoot. We should try and see what we can do with the scoot, because we have enough of that for, I don't know, maybe a Turtle Master. We could see. Now, does Turtle Master take an awkward potion as the starting base? Look on the wiki and splash slow fall should exist. Okay, so how would we make that though? So I've got one over here. We'll put these in here. See, they can be brewed again because they can be made extending. But it should be... Oh, I'm dumb. It does exist. I use glowstone instead of gunpowder. I'm silly. Gunpowder. Yep. Y'all realize it the second I thought of it. I was like, wait a second. I'm using the wrong stuff. I'm not supposed to be using glowstone. Glowstone makes the potency more. You can't up the potency of something that the potency is already the max of. Okay, so Turtle Scoot does not go into an awkward potion. Someone tell me how to make Turtle Scoot into the thing I need. There we go. How do you make a Turtle Master potion? We were wondering where the gunpowder I tried to use and failed had gone. Well, that sounds like you just didn't see any gunpowder because there was none to begin with. To be a turtle helmet? It has to be a turtle helmet? Not just the scoot? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's the worst thing in the world. That's horrible. That's absolutely atrocious. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I refuse. I am dumb kerfuddled. Yep, I said it, dumb kerfuddled. What does it mean? The heck if I know, but I ain't doing it. Instead, we're going to use slow falling. Because slow falling is great. All right. So now that we know it works, we just got to get enough to fill up this shulker, which is going to be a hot minute. Potion shop on their server, I have heard complaints about it. Yeah, the thing is, I used to be a like an expert on potion crafting, but then they changed how potion crafting worked. It no longer works the way it used to, which is really frustrating. Because before there was only like a set way to invert potions. There's a set way to do certain things. If a potion you wanted it to be one way, you had to do one thing to it. You wanted it to be another way, you had to do a very specific thing to it. Now you can make other potions without doing one thing, but you can do some things without doing the other steps. And it's just like, okay, cool. So we're embracing anarchy now. And that's just how it is for some potions now. So we need that, and then with the gunpowder. 1, 2. Use 1. Yep. I do not think it was very normal. Because I mean, you could have a turtle farm anyway for turtle egg reasons. But I needed so many turtle eggs for a very normal drowned farm. I don't think that was normal. I really don't think that drowned farm was normal. Now, but hey, I think you're doing great, buddy. I've heard hearing your noise about nothing about you. What? Okay. I don't know what Shinigami's been up to, what Sky's been up to, but you know, y'all be sillies. You know, if you want to throw a rock across a lake and have it skip 37 times, you do you. You do you. I don't know how to make a rock skip 37 times, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. A shulker worth. Would I see how many soul sand I used? I have no idea, and I'm slightly scared to know. The thing is, a shulker of soul sand is not that hard to get where I am. Bird, and they've been hearing you giggle, but oh, okay. Giggles. Giggles are definitely fun. And chaotic. Alright, bone meal's out. Get rid of that. Okay. Gunpowder. And gunpowder. Other thing was to do like a potion of harming. Potion of harming was an idea. But I feel as though a potion of harming for the seekers might be a little bit too aggressive, you know? What do y'all think? Would potion of harming be too aggressive? Like a not 2, but like a potion of harming 1? If I did, it'd be pretty expensive. I'm not gonna lie. It'd be a pretty pricey thing. Nope. This needs to be slow falling. Slow falling flash. 1 for. Maybe I'll do 2 for 1 head. I feel like 2 for 1 head's good for that one. Doesn't give him a lot, doesn't give him a little, you know? Right, so making those shouldn't be too much of a dilemma. Getting the materials for that is also not that difficult. So should be pretty need for that. 1 splashes harming health per game. So my idea is each hunter gets 1 head worth of items like at the beginning of the round. Right? So they're going to be able to get like 1 power up or something like that at the beginning. No. Set like limit of 1 splash arm/health per game. We could per person. We could. So the idea for the hunters is to corral them, right? So it's going to be causing problems. The other idea is to make it so that the survivors aren't too overpowered. So if we power up the survivors, we've got to power up the hunters. And splash potions of health can be used for multiple people, but they also have cookies and food and such like that. Versus the hunters, their goal is to be a little bit more overpowered. They are to be hunting people. So there's kind of like that issue of like, where are they going? What are they doing? Because ultimately the game continues until they're all dead. It continues until everyone's gotten, or until we're down to the last one. So the game could be running 5 minutes. It could be running 15 minutes. There's not like a set time span on it. It's kind of like the danger up part of this, you know, is you don't actually know exactly how long you're going to be able to go with all of this. Which is why the hunters get better armor. They get arrows, and I'm giving them the advantage of certain things to make it worth 32 cookies. For a health potion, so I have another idea for the health issue. Nugget, should I tell them about the other idea to kind of give the survivors a leg up on the competition? Hold on. Let me mute real quick. Okay. So the idea I had was I was going to end up giving like probably arrows of harming. I don't want to do splash potion because I don't want to give the hunters too much of a leg up on the competition, right? Ender pearls 2 head. I might up this to 3 per head just to give them a bit more of a leg up on the competition. Anyways, I intend to give the survivors a totem of undying. Totem. The question is, what exactly are we gonna charge for it? And then there's the issue of getting them. 4 shulkers plus 1 stack and 23. So that's for what? For a full shulker of Turtle Master potions? No, thank you. No, thank you. But yeah, my idea for this is that they are gonna have a means of survival. So, you know, like so many arrows, you get booped, you can still kind of help get out of dodge or something like that. And I think I have one other idea for this. All right, I think I know what the last item is for the hunted. Okay, so we've got a bunch of things for them. Got a bunch of things. It's Super 2. At least the roof is. Oh, I see. You're silly. That's a lot. But anyways, yeah. So I have an idea. So for all the challenges that we're going to be doing, people are going to have to survive. They got to, you know, do things. So ultimately, the things I'm going to be giving them are Ender Pearls, Night Vision, a Totem, Wind Charges, Cake, and the last item, I got to go get stuff to make it. This might be one of the most powerful things we can make in this. We're like, fool, what do you mean? What are you giving them? Some of y'all might have already figured out. There we go. It's going to be a potion of invis. One potion of invis. Low duration. Low duration. But, yeah. I feel as though giving them a 4-minute duration invis potion is one of the best options we can give. Bear in mind, what everybody has as their only currency that they're able to work with here is 1 stack of cookies. So, well, wind charges, you could get a cake, get an invis potion. I want to be able to allow them to get multiple power-ups. Like, maybe even potentially one of everything. But if they get multiple of something, they can't get one of everything, is the idea, you know? And, like, if they get all of them, then they won't have any other food, is how I'm going about this. So that way, you know, it limits what they're able to do. It limits what they're able to have. And I think it just has a lot of potential. I think it has a lot of potential. We'll have to kind of see how things play out. I'd like to try and do a test of this, but I don't think there's going to be a way or a time to do a test. And that's kind of the downside of this. But we can figure something out. I don't know exactly how we would do that, but we can certainly hope that things will clear up as far as like what we're doing. I think we have a good idea. I think we have a good idea on how we're going to do this. And I think there's a lot that can be done, you know, for kind of challenge, right? Set this up real quick, like this. Cool, what are you doing now? I'm setting up a place for a cake. I don't know what I'm going to do for the base of that. I might get like a shroom light or something. We'll do purple. Let there be cake. And we'll get some candles or something. We got some there. I'm sure we'll find more somewhere else. Oh, okay. Night vision for 3 minutes. Okay, so it'd be like a 3-minute invis. That works out. Yeah, that's kind of the idea I'm going off of here. If anyone has any other ideas that they're willing to share or that they think would work better, I'm open to opinions. What just happened? Hey, Sensei, thank you for the love. I appreciate it. I'm sorry for the sounds being loud for that stuff. I do apologize. I've tried fixing it. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm having to like refix how that stuff's working, and it's taking forever. I plan on like tackling it with all my energy tomorrow, just to make sure that it stops being a pain. What if you were a sleepy dragon? You had to be awake. I have coffee. Speaking of, I actually got a new coffee maker. I think really exciting. This coffee. Wait, hold on. Wasn't I gonna put speed? Did we not put speed on this list? Did we? Cake, invis potion, wind charges, night vision, totem, or interpress. Oh no, we forgot to put speed on here. Y'all, we gotta vote which one to get rid of. Because we gotta put speed potions. We gotta vote which one to get rid of. Because we gotta get rid of one of these. I might get rid of the night vision potions and give those to the hunters, and then night vision doesn't go to the hunted, you know? Do we want to do that? Does that seem like the like the answer? Get rid of night vision? Percy. Okay, I'm seeing one person agree night vision for the hunters would be fun. Yet give night vision to the hunters. The hunted get speed. Any other opinions on that? We're setting up like a hide and seek tag situation. Night vision would go generally is helpful for the hiders. I mean, I suppose, but they'd be able to see people, you know. Then again, like the difference of not having it versus not be. You vote hunter night vision too, but like the thing is, people might still want to go through and be like, oh, I need to have night vision because like look at this like yeah it's much better lit up than it used to be, but it is still phenomenally dark like in here. Like I don't know. I do feel like it's a lot better. Hiders can see name tags. True. True. You know what? Yeah. I guess we take the night vision. We give the night vision to the hunters. And we put speed with these guys. And I'll figure out the pricing on that. There's a hunter after they die. Ooh, that could be a fun thing where like you become a hunter after you die. Ooh. I think that's a great addition. What am I doing? That's the wrong thing. That way the number of hunters is ever increasing. As soon as one gets caught, they have to go and like, rat out their friends. Ooh. I didn't even think of that. Be crouching unless they think they've been spotted and have to run. True. Randomized suspicious stew. I would do the suspicious stews, but there's a couple issues with that. One, I don't ever want to give anyone anything that can cause nausea, because let's be honest, nausea in Minecraft sucks. It is one of the worst things that Mojang has ever had the devious mind to create. Like, oh, it's the bane of my existence. I hate it. And you could be like, well, just don't add that one. Well, then I have a second reason. I don't want to allow them to have an alternate food source. See, some of y'all just had that click in your mind. You were like, oh, yep, An alternate food source means that they are able to stay alive longer, run faster. Sure, they might get a boon, or maybe they'll get a bad thing. But they'll get more food, which is the problem. I want them to run out. I want them to run out of food. Yeah, there's really good food sources in Suspicious too. Yep. Stew itself is a very consistently, decent food source. It's not the best, definitely not. But it is good compared to what you could have. Which would be cookies in this case, which are not good. Yeah, I'll be honest, they're just not a good food source for what we're doing. Now, do I have any other speed 2s? There's one. Alrighty. Alright, so I'm gonna throw that in there, that in there. Do a little bit more. That we're just gonna throw
Full stack of blocks in that instead of what I was doing. Go this. Okay. Now, a whole bunch of bottles. Gambling server people would take the risk. I was like halfway paying attention. It's really good. True. People would take the risk. That is a good point. A lot of people would still go for it, even if they knew there was the chance. But there's also the same issue as I don't want to do poison. I didn't want to do poison because poison would make it so their health just drops down super low, and they'd just be super unlucky. You know what we can do? We can make a bunch of suspicious stews, and we can put them in a lottery machine. Like just a randomized machine. And we let them gamble with their cookies. You know? And the effects last very long, to be fair. True, they don't last very long, which is a good point. I think if we set it up as a gambling thing, we'd be more likely to get people on it. There's like we do like one cookie per, you know? I think possibly doing that would be a good choice. Do we have sugar? Some sugar. I don't have more down here. Oh, there we go. No, got some wind charges though. We can take those. Is I have an entire post like box of invis for all the 8-minute ones. I don't want to use. Oh yeah. I do have sugar. Nice. Give me like 3 different writing ideas, one of which I've already written a small snippet of. Ooh, you want to share? I love hearing people's writing ideas. Do that, do a little bit of this. That. Here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, I need glowstone. Lights. Glowstone. Pop, 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 pop. Speed 2. I go get that other one that I made earlier. Oh, no. It was Splash. It was Splash. Okay, we're good. Thank you, Kiki. Okay, bud. That I've written in the Discord. I'm curious into what it is. This is inspired. That one. Go. Ooh, Vikings on. I have many ideas. Oh boy. That is the correct answer, Viking. bunch there. That's good. Don't know exactly how many we need. We're going to go down with those for right now. Find it funny that, like, at this point, they just know that if Fool says he has many ideas, you should probably duck for cover. You're unbiased? Of course you're unbiased. As long as it helps the family, right? Like that? We're a bunch of sillies. We are a bunch of sillies. All right, so how many were we short? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oof. 7's a rough number. Note, hello. Hi, great to see you. Welcome in. I see that's your first time chatting. Hopefully you're having a great day so far. What do I do with my gold carrots? I don't know what I did with my carrots. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'll just a couple more. 9. That way we have a consistent amount. Those. That. Now I'll do this. 1, 2, 3. That. Some sugar. I called you Note. I called you Note. N-O-T-E. Notes, because I'm not entirely sure on the best way to pronounce the rest of it. Is it Note, sir? Your name is Note rather than not Esther. Not Esther. That would make more sense. My brain does not use words correctly a lot of the time, so I do apologize. So it's not Esther. Okay, good to know. No, you're good. You're good. Don't say it's your mistake. I'm the one that misread it. I caps my name. I'm a little silly, okay? Like Fool can't read or it. Yeah, I get people's names mixed up by color half the time, so you good. Anyways, hi, welcome in. We are working on a very interesting game that will be streaming on May 8th, my birthday, with the rest of the SBK cast. Well, not the rest of it. There's going to be a few people I'm hoping they're going to be there. I don't have a head count or a roster on who's going to be there, but there should be some people there. It should be fun, and we should be able to have a good time. So, yeah. That's what we're going for. That's what we're looking at. It's going to be a mix of hide and seek and tag. Don't really have a set name yet. We've kind of got a few ideas we're tossing around, though. Got the speed 2 going. Get that splash, and we are rocking and rolling. I do think that we want that. Well, no, we've already got the night vision made for 3 minutes. Do not be fixing yourself just because you think other people need you to. You need to love yourself and be who you are. All the time. I don't know what voice I'm using. I was using a voice. Speed potions. There we go. Everyone's called you eat LGBT instead of lightning. What? There are other streamers that call me Notes, and I'm like,
Okay, okay. I'm not the first, but hey, that will hopefully be the last that I will miss say your name. Say hopefully, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm a very forgetful taco. But I try. And that's the thing. I still mess up on a lot of stuff. But you know, effort is important. That's how I'm living. That's how I live. Effort's important. Yep. I think there's more leather in here. Yes, okay, gotta get that out of there. Yeah. Reading chat names is hilarious. It can be, except for when you're the streamer that's failing to read names. It's just like you just die inside. You know? Pardon my cough. So, yeah. So for this game, there's also gonna be power-ups that are gonna be a thing. We are kind of working towards on here. I gotta kind of figure out how we want to make power-ups work. Kind of part of the issue I'm looking at on here. So if anyone has any ideas for additional hunter power-ups, like power-ups for the hunters to have, I am open ears, because I think we have all of the ones for the hiders, but I don't think I have all the ones for hunters. Rose, slow falling. Right, this one was night vision. 3 minutes. We'll do 2 per head, because these aren't splash. Means that the hunters can only use them for, themselves, or maybe they could get others to use them. They split it between 2 of them, but like, what hunter's gonna share their potion? Like, honestly. We single use make every hider speak out loud. How would we enforce that though? How would we enforce that? That's not a bad idea. But how would we, like, have that work? Not Esther. Hey, that looks good. I want you to keep things how you feel comfortable, but that does look good. Holy fluff. Oh, there. That's a lot of stuffs. Right. Go. So not Esther. How did you find the stream, if I may ask? Were you just kind of looking around, being like, "What's going on?" You saw SkyBlock Kingdoms, you're like, "Hey, I know that one. That's got Avid being a silly Billy," or was it something else? Did you just find it because of how beautiful we are? I'm gonna go with that option. I think you found it because of how beautiful we are as a foolish family. Yep, I know it. A horn to signal the sound off. That could be interesting. We have some horns. Like, it would need to be like, yeah, found it by how beautiful y'all are. Aww. I told y'all I was handsome. Okay, I've never said that, even though if I don't agree, Nugget will be like, for reference, by the Nugget's my spouse. Nugget would just be like, "How dare you talk bad about my husband?" And then it goes into war. Have war. And nobody likes war. What am I talking about? This is the Foolish Family. All of y'all are obsessed with war. In some capacity, you're just like, war! Give me a lightsaber. Yeah. Yep. That sounds about like every single one of y'all. I love y'all. Y'all are great. But dang it. Y'all are ravenous little sons of guns. Y'all will be over here just being like, all right, cool. Let's just, fight people. Well, none of the chat would disagree with you being handsome made outfit stream. Listen. I have to agree because otherwise Nugget will declare us having to go to war. Y'all can deny it. It's fine. Promise you. I'm like, everywhere, bro. I'm at Evan streams, Big streams, Milkman streams, Pie streams. Oh, cool. David streams. Nice. Well, hey, I'm glad to have you. I've not seen us around before. I've seen us around before. I think another stream. Okay, cool. Well, hey, happy to have you. I know I'm on a lot later, so it's always fun whenever somebody from some of the earlier stream times pops in, 'cause it's just like, aha, we've stolen another one to the late side. Ha 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 ha. Just get a whole bunch of cookies. Got an entire thing of cookies there. Well, maybe I'll fill up another whole thing of cookies. What do y'all think? Should I fill up another whole thing of cookies? Should I fill out another entire shulker full of cookies? Really threatens to hunt me for sport, so it's fine. I followed you. Sometimes I'm thinking, why isn't the TheFoolsFam live? I guess I'm not getting notifications. Yeah, I'm just on super late. Like I am a night owl. It's just what I am. Did that seem like I jumped really high to anyone else? Where that looked like I jumped like super huge high. Fudge? Why jumping so high? My Superman? Well, I wouldn't be surprised. It'd be possible. Yep. I live in North Carolina, so I'm usually around like late night because I have 2 kids. So a little bit about me for anyone that's not familiar. I am 28, turning 29 this Friday. My name is Fool. I go by Fool. Particularly I go by Fool because I live under the belief that there's no such thing as an idiot. I think that term is deceitful. It is simply the truth that there's just always going to be something that somebody doesn't know something about. So thus, there's no such thing as an idiot. There's just somebody that knows more about a particular topic than you do. Which is also the reason that, a fool, in my opinion, is not an insult. It's just kind of the belief I've always lived with. And going off of that, well, I think that calling someone a fool shouldn't be a bad thing. I mean, granted, calling someone a fool in an offensive way should be. But yeah, that's where I got my name, is because like I think that people should change their perspective onto how certain words are used. And to continue off of that, I am a father of 2. I'm married. Me and my spouse Nugget are a father of and spouse and date. Words? Yeah, I have 2 kids. I have a son and a daughter by the name of well, I've said their names before, but I'm not gonna say them that. Either way, I got 2 kids. They're young. They're 6-year-olds and 4-year-olds, so I can't get on early in the day usually. Which way are you bringing me up to my previous message send? I'll card choose to their Discord account if I find out info. Maybe jokesters there that if you told me we will have until like Brianna would, but not him. One less a day. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, my name is not S sir with a capital N and E.
What happened? What happened? Yes, full stream. I'm so confused with what's going on. Anyways, yeah, my name's Fool. I have psychological views of just perception onto how names are used in terms. But yeah, I can't get on usually early in the day due to my work. Or I work as a manager at a fast food location currently. I'm applying to other places, but it's just a matter of getting there. And I got 2 kids, so they're usually loud during the day because they're 5 and 4. So yeah, I stream at nighttime. So if you like the late night streams or you want somebody to fall asleep listening to, because my sultry voice is lovely and deep, then you're welcome to be here. If you don't want to do that, no one's forcing you. That's the reminder here. No one's forcing you. So if you don't want to fall asleep listening to me, that's fine. Stay up, watch the stream, be active, do you. Or if you just want to listen to me as if I was lo-fi music, and you're just like, ah yes, I'm going to go read my new book by Potato Johnson. Go for it. No judgment here. We love you. And thank you for being a part of the Foolish family. At this point, I'm just rambling. I'm being held at gunpoint, forced to watch stream by my headmates. Well, thank you for the support, headmates. Yeah, let's. I don't know what to say to that. What? What? I'm mildly confused and slightly concerned. Sleep at 1:30 p.m. I mean, sleep is good. As very cruel, you'll learn this quickly. I mean, yeah, they do make a lot of plural references. They insist I'm plural, but I promise you, I'm only like, I don't know, 1/12 plural? I'm kidding. I'm not. I don't think I am. They insist I am. I'm just kind of like, we exist. Let's go play Mahjong. Can someone explain to me the rules of Mahjong? I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. What is Mahjong? How does that work? What the? Are they good? Are you good in here? Yeah, they chilling. Here. There's nothing down here? There's just some dudes being goobers? Oh, that's wild. That's straight wild. Yeah, we have a Minotaur. I don't even know anymore. I made a joke about Blue Fool diagnosing the SBK 2 fools. Giddy, and you said, we're not plural, we're fine. About Mahjong Solitaire, but not the actual game. Where we pick up the same pieces and move them away. I don't know. I don't get it. The Royal We. It's fine. Where is he getting the R? What? Oh, you mean with Mahjong? Well, it's like if the plural was also a single. They refuse to acknowledge any of it. I don't understand that, but whatever. You do you. You do you, cockatoo. Cockatoo's a bird, to explain. Well, has a bit of regional dialect. Listen. I'm going off of what I've always heard growing up, okay? English doesn't make sense. Oh, hi, Sky. Why is there a silent K in night? No, not K. Yeah, K. Knight. Why is night spelled 2 ways? Why is there a K when there shouldn't be? You're like if there was a singlet non-plural
Person who was so incredible pro, they never thought about it internally. I don't know what the fudge you're talking about. You can prove nothing. What do I do here with this? Nothing I can do with this. Infinity, oozing, wind charge, no. Wind charged could be interesting. Make wind charged potions. Could be a thing, right? Ooh, multi-shot crossbows. That's right. We forgot that was an option. We forgot that we talked about making that. With you, sometimes I don't understand English. Exactly, it makes no sense. English is a hard language for it to be my first language. I still don't understand it. In fact, it's my only language. Only other language I speak is the gibberish that's inside my brain. Even then, I get confused half the time. Active, more or less up to date. Yeah, I've got like 3 or 4 VODs I need to post on there, but I will get around to that. You know what? While I'm doing stuff on Twitch to get stuff fixed, I'll get that stuff updated tomorrow. At least as many of those as I can. That's what I'll do. Shot. Make sure we don't have quick draw, because quick draw is cheating. In this kind of game, we want our hunters to take their time with setting up their attacks. Question of full Discord. Yes, we do. We do have a full Discord. I believe we were gonna make multi-shot. Shot. One word. One head. One head. I think that's a pretty good trade. All right, we've got one more. Okay, so we got Interpearl's Night Vision, Slow Falling. We've got Spectral Arrows, Multi-Shot. What should this be? What should that be? Have YouTube and VOD channel commands. That's a good idea. Can you send me a message reminding me of that, Egg, and I'll see if I can get that sorted. Won't prove how thorough we are. One of us is almost got mate docs yesterday in the Discord. Well, that is interesting. I'm having emotions. I mean, good. I'm glad you have emotions. 2 EP Sleepy. No, that says EB Sleepy. Let's return when the VOD is eventually up. Have a good one, Indy. Have a good one. It's a fun. We would have covered. Y'all are silly. We need the maid dress VOD. No. Maid dress VOD is staying that. It's just saying a very, very ancient memory. I will not be saving those onto a channel I am running because everything I put on the internet is forever, and I'm a grown man turning 29 this Friday. Anything that has me in a full maid dress IRL, I will not be putting out there on my choice. Just because, let's be honest, I got a mom, I got a younger sister, and I live in the South. All I need is for my work to somehow get the video, and all of a sudden, I might they'd find a reason to fire me because the South sucks. Sorry, but it's the truth. If anyone's like, "No, the South ain't like that," you're delusional. I love you, but you're delusional. Because yes, the fluff they are.
Now, where can I buy crossbows? I can get crossbows from the trade, right? I'm not saying. My apologies. Do not apologize for not saying one particular phrase. Do not worry about it. We'll shoot you $2 million. You legally change your name to Fool without risk. You know, if I could change my name to Fool, I would consider it. I probably wouldn't. But, like, I don't know. I might change, like, add it as, like, an alias. Legally. Problem is, I would need to be much more popular or it became less of a, like, concern. Because basically people would just look at me and be like, what's wrong with him? Why does he call himself Fool? Why does he put himself down? Because it's just referred to as that. There's a term called being non-binary. What? What do you mean non-binary? I'm non-gender conformative. What, binary? Okay, do you mean binary as in like the numbers? What is that? What do you mean? That sucks. I live in South and absolutely agree. Yeah, Lightning knows what I mean. Unfortunately, my opinion does not matter in that sense. They do not care. They just see what they want to see in the South. And that's how they are. Whether it's correct or not is not what they believe. Not what they're going to wonder about. Not what they're going to try and figure out. I don't have a Fletcher, I don't think. I have a Fletcher. I could go beat up some guys. Yeah, we can go beat up some guys. We need to run some raids anyways for the, whatchamacallits, the, Totems of Undying. Oh. There you go, bud. Have a rocket party. I grew up in the South, and yeah, I left. Oh, trust me, once I get the choice to, I intend to. We're not. We're just putting it in a mason jar like a cool bug. Take the mason. The jar also. Why am I put in jars? I'm just a dude. Dude. Why am I in jars? Drop your crossbow. There we go. Got one. It's almost dead, but we got one. At this point, maybe it'd be better just to make them. How hard is it to make crossbows, y'all? What do I need for that? Make crossbows. Oh. Oh, there's some. Wire hooks. How hard is it to make crossbows? Hey, what's up, some guy? How's it going? Hopefully you're having a great evening so far. We are prepping for a event coming out this Friday. It is actually my birthday, and in the good-natured silliness of that, we are going to be doing a mixture of hide and seek and tag. We are setting that up for birthday hunting for sport. Yep, pretty much. There's one. Another. There's the next guy. Come on, bud. Where'd you go? There he is. Oh, we got a party. Come on, fella. Here, no. Why are there no banner bearers? Like, where's the banner boys? Here's one. Here's a crossbow. I think it'd be easier to build them. Coming back because I keep laughing and I keep getting ads. Oh, I'm sorry about the ads. Sticks an upside down triangle, iron bar on top, string on either side, and a tripwire hook. Okay, so we need a tripwire hook. String, iron bar, sticks. Does tripwire hook it cost what? More iron and wood. Okay, we can make just a bunch of these. Actually. Yeah, I mean, why not just make a whole bunch of these? Okay, so in that case, that... Why did I just hear fire? Did I hear that? Am I hearing that? I am hearing that. I was hearing that from all the way up here. What? Logic, why? Why? Which is weird. Yeah, unfortunately, Twitch is weird. Twitch don't know like us. What I learned. Twitch don't know like us. Need that, and then we need string, which I can go get a whole bunch of string. Here's what we're gonna do. Another stack of blocks. We're gonna go get some string. What is typo supposed to be? Like, I'm not laughing. I know I did that. Nah, you're good. Computers are also confusing. Just like the English language, computers are confusing. Oop, here we go. Ooh. I swear I almost died there. Okay, we're not lagging. Good. And... Gabby, looks like we can get done. We'll just take a whole row's worth. Do a couple stacks of blocks. And we should be good. Good now. There we go. Twitch hates you. Twitch hates me too. Okay, come on. Come on, Minecraft. Fun fact about Minecraft not people know. Is I didn't know about it until this season. Depending on which side of an ender portal you go in, can determine onto which ender portal you come out of. So you can have two different portals connected to one source. So, oh, thank goodness. Whew. Thought I was about to explode. Would not have been good. All right. All right. We got a plan. So, come up here. I'm gonna plunk down the box. Grab out some iron. I'm gonna break down about half of that. Grab out some string. Turn that into blocks. Half that into sticks. Watch into blocks again. There we go. And now watch this magic here. Go over here. We grab this. We go kaboo. All right, so we got a whole bunch. Now we go over here. I believe we just need more sticks, so we do that. Those, and now we have crossbows. Huzzah. Plain and simple. Oh. I've got like Manica bound to sticks. So we'll just keep moving over until I get all my stuff off the ground. There we go. Then I need one more. That is the baseline of crossbows, and then I need another. So we can just get a bunch more. I will just enchant those at a later date. Simple and easy way. Ooh. Could have warped fungus on a stick. Hunters could get. Thing in particular was just saying it for nothing. What? Not sure. We don't speak it. Organize at this point. Yeah, we speak a shared language and take advantage of it to be incomprehensible and be bad, barely jokes. What? Maybe we'll start talking to each other. Well, let's just. Okay, well, let's try and keep it in English, y'all. That way, because Tokipon I understand is like the shared language, but also I don't understand what is said at all. So I'm kind of like, I've got no clue what's going on. I'm bad with languages, so let's keep it English if possible, please and thank you. Oh, you got those emotes from Avids? Those are adorable. I recently added in a bunch of the dragon emotes because I was like, they're dragons. Why not? You know? Also, at the same time, it's like, I can't add in enough. They only give me so many free ones. I don't want everyone to have to get like subscriptions either, which is the frustrating part. Wonderland's so cool. Also, I just remembered, I have not shown people what the new way down does. So, this is what we completed recently, by the way, for anyone that's... and I'm going to show you this, then we're probably going to call it for the night. This is the new thing. This is the new way to get down. So, the way to get down, you take an arrow. And your goal is to try and find the way down. There's a bunch of different targets. When you hit a target, it lights up. Nifty, cool, pretty fun. There's also other targets. Ooh, I keep getting hiccups.
There's other targets like this one down here. Pretty nifty, pretty cool, pretty awesome. And your goal here is to try and get the right target so that it would open up a door somewhere, you know? And you can keep trying, you can keep shooting, you can keep going for different targets, but eventually you'll hit the one that you need, right? That's the idea. Oh, this is my pattern, right? There it is. And then that closes it back up behind you. Thank you, Kiki. No, sir. We need to work on this. I just need to fill out some of the space in here. Got all kinds of things. There's Chonka. The milkman. Knowledge and language is brief. Conversation at best. The one-on-one. Let's see. The other two door wish you had the yours. Oh, I appreciate it. Do you stream? Or are you just saying that you'd like to have them because they're cute? Either answer is perfectly fine. I enjoyed them as well. That's why I got them. Hee. All kinds of stuff. The back looms is definitely interest waste. This is going to be another location I'm going to plan on making into a maze. Key and I, that's enough, sir. No, sir, lay down. Down. No, he's saying he's being a fuss butt. He's a fuss butt. I love him to death, but he's a husky beagle lab mix, so he is talker. And when he's upset, he becomes a screamer. Beaky is my dog. I'll point that out. Beaky or Kiki is short for Key and I. He's in the background going rah, 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 and stuff because he wants to go outside. He doesn't really need to do much. He just is like, hey, go outside and then like bring me back in, because that's what happens every night around this time. And the second I start doing my outro stuff, he will start fussing as well. He is very, very consistent. Yeah. Yeah, as a dog's a little miss, very loud. Yes, I've actually had the police called on me before because somebody thought there was a woman screaming in my house. Turns out it was just my dog. That may sound like something made up. I promise you it's not. He is just that loud. And when I say he screams, I mean like it's like Banshee. Like you've seen the videos of huskies yelling and stuff, I assume. It's like that mixed with a beagle and a lab. Which, yeah. Husky and beagle are very, very audible. And labs are intelligent. They're also like dopey. So yeah. But yeah, that's probably gonna be it for tonight. I might figure out the remaining item and get things stocked up and get some extra stock going. But for those of you that haven't seen it before, this is Nether Kingdom. I appreciate everyone that's been here today and everyone that's dropped in. Thank you. And I hope to see some of y'all for the stream on Friday. That's going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. I am going to put out a message into the Discord with a countdown time that should fluctuate based off of where you are, so that you can have an accurate count for yourself. So you're not being like, oh gosh, what time is my time for Eastern Standard? It should work appropriately. I've done some learning on how Discord and stuff works. So yeah, should be great. Look for that message in the Discord, and I hope to see y'all. Again, that's going to be Friday, May 8th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard, or whatever time for you that it's going to show up on that. Yeah, we're going to be, I'm going to be going live at that time, playing on here, and there might be some other people doing some other stuff. But I hope everybody has a great night. Please remember, eat at least one meal a day, drink at least 2 bottles of water. It's Kiki, and please remember to try and smile. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, and please do have a great night. And yeah, I guess I'll catch you on the next one. The world's crazy, you know? Yeah, the world's crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just standing here. Have a good night, everybody.